Alright, I'm going to film a quick video, hopefully. I've tried to film this twice now. This is my third attempt. Quick little update on my SOCOM 16 CQB and just go into why I like these rifles so much. So the SOCOM 2 was my very first rifle when I was home on leave for the very first time. Very first rifle ever, period. My first time shooting was in basic training. I had never shot a gun before. At least I don't think I had ever shot a gun before basic training, but that's besides the point. Saw this in a pawn shop in Belmont, North Carolina. Bought it home on leave 2010, I believe is when I bought the first one that I owned. Went through some issues with it, personal issues, financial issues after I bought it. And otherwise other issues after I deployed overseas, and I was forced to sell this rifle. And up until the time that I became a nurse, I didn't really buy a whole lot of weapons. Trying to be intelligent with my money and do what I could to not be in debt. So it wasn't until I became a nurse that I really started buying guns again, and going to the range a lot. But this rifle, in particular, the SOCOM 2, I bought this in 2019 from a collector. I got very lucky. This guy had a massive gun collection, and he was wanting to make room for other projects that he wanted to do and other builds for guns and stuff. So according to this guy, he had never fired the rifle. I believe this rifle's only been fired from factory testing, if I'm not mistaken. It's still, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it still has the factory grease on it. I have never shot this rifle. The only thing I've done is added this Magpul angled foregrip to it, and it does have some slight damage on the rail system. Now I know the SOCOM 2 is, it was discontinued in 2014, ended 2014, beginning of 2015. And if I'm not mistaken, the Urban Camo was discontinued before that, and they only sold the black-only version for a good bit. Maybe a couple years, again, if I'm not mistaken, before they discontinued this rifle entirely and replaced it with the SOCOM 16 CQB. Part of it, I believe, was the rail system up front. It's heavy, it's bulky, not a lot of people like, or, some people complain about it. I don't think they would anymore. I think they'd rather have this in the market than not, but this rifle is just iconic. Used for a good number of years overseas and in the Middle East and whatnot. And before that, obviously, you've got your M1 Grand and stuff, but this rifle is just, it works. That's all I'll say. I mean, there's decades and decades of this type of rifle working. You don't even, I don't say you don't have to take care of it, but this thing will run without you taking care of it. Now I wouldn't go throwing it in the dirt and shit, but intentionally fucking it up. But this rifle will run whether you do maintenance on it or not. And Springfield actually recommends that you don't do, like deep cleanings on it, but I think once a year or whatever, you've got to put grease on it and stuff, but that's a whole nother video. I don't know. This rifle is just, it's beautiful. It's iconic. It's a masterpiece of a rifle. I own quite a few guns. I won't say how many, but this is easily my #1 favorite gun that I own, period. And I don't think another gun will ever take that spot. I own quite a few decent guns, quite a few guns that I'm in love with. You can really never have enough, as I've said before in other videos, but this gun itself is just something that will be very hard to replace. It's heavy as fuck. It's clunky. The rail system won't hold to zero for a lot of people. So irons are, you do your little red dot on there, I guess you could. And other than that, you use something like this instead. SOCOM 16 CQB. And a quick update on this from the other videos that I've posted. I did not like this as much as I thought I would, but it is growing on me, the Strike Eagle 1-6. I do need to push this vertical grip back some, but I am in love with this setup, or becoming in love with this setup. I was considering putting on maybe a hollow or a red dot instead, but we'll see how it goes, because I still need to take this to the range and play with it a little bit more than I have already. And we'll go from there. Like, comment, subscribe. Of course, make your comments. Do you like the M1a? Do you like the Springfield SOCOMs? Let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Appreciate the support.